Hi everyone, my name is Christina, and today I will talk about our brain. Yes, because it's a very interesting thing. It's complex, okay, and the better you understand it, the better you understand how to manage, manipulate, and take nice actions, right? Okay, so let's start. I will talk about three parts of our brain, and the first part is our reptile brain, then goes our mammal brain, limbic system, and then we'll talk about neocortex. So evolutionary, it happened that way that first appeared one part of brain, then another layer, and last one, the newest layer, we have neocortex. Or we human now we have it, but it wasn't like that all the time. Yeah. So now we take a reptile brain. Let's talk a little bit about it. Okay. So, reptile brain, who could have it? You may think about it. Lizards, for example. They so lizards, they are not like sociable creatures, okay? And that's why they didn't need limbic system, for example. So the only thing, okay, the agenda they had just it was like to stay alive, okay, to avoid danger and to spend as little energy as possible. So, for example, when a lizard goes sunbathing, she can't do it forever. That's why every time she's under the sun, she avoids a bird catching her. So her the only like function of her brain is to constantly analyze danger. Okay. And it just appeared before emotions, before language, and before any morality. Uh, and when we talk about a human body, what it controls our breathing, our heart rate, habits, and automatic routines. So basically, it controls everything you cannot control consciously. Okay? So, for example, you cannot control your breathing because you breathe all the time. So, the speed may change, but you cannot control like when you don't think about it consciously. Okay? Yes, and what examples I could also make you. So, for example, when you're in traffic, you experience rage. Okay? For example, you may panic before presentations, for example, or you may eat when you are stressed. Okay, so when you experience these cases, situations in life, you should understand that it's all about your reptile brain. Yeah. So we go further, and now we take limbic system. So feel first, think later. Okay. So here we actually look at evolution upgrade. Evolution upgrade. Yes. So mammals appeared, and social life. Okay, and talk about animals. Yeah, and they needed like okay parenting, so they lived in groups. That's why they needed to experience like attachment. They needed show love and respect, and I know cooperation, because out of this group they would die. Okay, and that's important fact. And when we talk about limbic system, so here we take amygdala. This is the center of a limbic system, which is responsible for emotions. And here we take our all neurotransmitters, uh, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, adrenaline, and endorphin, which lead us to the state of happiness or frustration. So when we talk about cortisol, for example, yeah, and this system decides, is it good for me? Is it dangerous? Okay, do I belong here? Do I belong here? And it analyzes things before your logic arrives. So before you're conscious, consciousness before your like neocortex. Yeah. And now we go further and we take our neocortex. So your neocortex is basically says like, let's overthink everything. So why animals don't stress? Because they have limbic system and they have a reptile brain. So so for example, a cat may experience stress, but after it, cat sleeps. Dog, I know, may feel fear, but after it will sleep. And only people, they may experience fear and then just imagine long stories, how it could be, how it will be. Okay? So neocortex, this is the newest layer. Okay, especially our prefrontal cortex. And it controls it. You control it. You control your language, your planning, your logic, your abstraction, your moral reasoning. Okay, your future simulation. Okay, so when here we talk about your consciousness. Okay, and you ask yourself, okay, what if I fail? What if I succeed? I know. What if nothing matters? Congratulations! He would talk about your anxiety. Okay? Okay, and your neocortex, it is actually really slow. And it eats a lot of glucose, oxygen, and it needs rest and silence. I heard people say that actually we can live without glucose. Yes, but when you lack it, you know that your liver keeps amino acids and fat inside of it, and when you lack glucose, uh, your liver just divides these amino acids and fats into glucose. So anyway, it doesn't matter if you want it or you don't want it, your brain still eats glucose, 80% of glucose from all the food that you intake. Okay? Yes, and also talking about oxygen, so it's very important. For example, when you sleep, just for a while, just open your window and let fresh air in. Okay, do it, especially when it's nighttime, because if you sleep and you're not letting any air, so you wake up tired. You wake up tired. Okay, good. And yes, so this was the last layer, and I should just put it all together, right? I should put it all together. So the why for a human it is so hard to actually experience life, go through hardships and different situations, because we have a neocortex, right? This thing. And we all constantly analyze, compare, replay, predict, and it complicates everything. It complicates these procedures. There, sometimes you don't need them. Sometimes you don't need them, and it looks like your brain just is a simulation machine, right? Yes. And when we're talking about the state, so for example, when you're constantly overthinking, when it happens, when you're doing nothing, so it produces fantasy, anxiety, regrets. So it means that if you want to escape these conditions, when you're constantly overthinking and the thoughts you have are bad ones, you need to be involved in any type of activity you can find. Okay. And now here we're talking now we talk about education as well. Well, when we get our educations, yeah, of course, we also talk about neurocortex. And most of the time, so what we're talking about, limbic system. So limbic system, for example, hates failure, and you'll get an emotional. reptile brain hates discomfort. Okay, when we were talking about lizards, okay, they don't like discomfort. And for a human, as we have three types of brain, okay, together inside of our head, it is way more complex, difficult. Okay. And the difference, yeah, people say that we are very close to like animal behavior, and we basically animals. Yes, it's understandable, but they cannot think. They cannot think, and we can think. And at the same time, it makes our life harder, and at the same time, it makes our life easier. And uh, I can definitely tell you that your life cannot be even all the time. So there'll be ups and downs, ups and downs. And just for every person, it is okay to start reacting. To start reacting in a not indifferent way, but just to understand that life is a circle. Life is a circle.